Hi, I'm Marguerite from MoveToTacoma.com, and I'm here today with my niece and colleague, Keryn. And I'm asking you, will you talk about the market with me?
Yes.
She doesn't want to talk about the market.
The market, the 2020 market.
The
Everyone wants to know.
Tacoma market.
Yeah.
And I was just asking you before we went on video, how many years have you been in the business? You've been in 5 years now.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a baby anymore.
Not a baby. You're a boss realtor, and you work with a lot of sellers, and you work with a lot of buyers in Tacoma and beyond. And what has changed for you over the last 5 years? When we started, it was not a seller's market, and now it is. So what is it like out there for people wanting to list their house, for people wanting to buy in Tacoma in 2020?
Well, the reason I get nervous talking about the market is that depending on who you ask, they might have a different perspective, a different take on it. So,
and depending on how much money you're spending, it might be a very different experience.
And who your clients have been.
Yeah.
I've noticed that sways too. Like if I'm working with a lot of relocators, cash buyers, first-time buyers, I'm gonna have a different...
I think the market's pretty fine, right?
Yeah. So what I've been telling people is 5 years ago, rewind, about year... 1.5, what year was that? 2016, 17 is when I felt like we were a secret that got found out.
Yeah.
Like everybody found out.
Shifted.
Who is, what is Tacoma? What is this place that you can get like a house for $200,000 that's super cute? And it felt like a frenzy to me. It felt like everybody just wanted to get in. Now, to me, it still feels like low inventory. I'm saying this over and over again. Low inventory, not enough houses, but the demand is still high, but there's less people. I feel like, from my perspective.
Our median home price is now $375,000. You know, so it's definitely a smaller, it's a different group of people that are buying.
Yeah, and what I tell people, because I caution to say things have slowed down, because they have, from my perspective. There's, instead of 10 offers, there's 4 to 5. That's how it feels for me and my clients. But I caution saying that because I think some people go from that and go, oh, so it's great and easy.
Well, and I'm sorry, for a buyer writing an offer on their house that they want, so 4 other people wanting the same house, that still sounds kind of stressful.
It is stressful. And going from financed offers, people using a loan versus cash buyers, there's still a good amount of cash buyers. I work with these buyers too. And I even have cash buyers getting beat out. It depends on what neighborhood are you looking in, what's your price point. All those factor into. So when someone says, how's the market? I'm like, for who?
Yeah, for who?
For who? Even there's the umbrella of the market. Buyers, cash buyers, finance buyers, first-time buyers, second buyers, downsizers, upgraders, and then sellers. I'm still saying it's pretty good.
It's pretty good to be a seller in Tacoma in 2020.
Yeah, for sure.
So does that mean you can just throw your house on the market and you don't have to worry about anything?
You could. You definitely could. You could sell it. But if your motivation is, I don't want to do anything, I just want to put it on the market and I want to get out, depending on when you bought. If you bought last year. But yeah, if your motivation is, Keryn, I just want to get this thing done, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I've had people like that in really hard situations recently, and we put it on the market as is, and it sold, and it sold for a good amount.
But the number of offers you can get and the amount of money you can make increases considerably with preparation.
Yeah, and I told my seller, I said, hey, you don't have to do anything. But I'm telling you, if we at least get the stuff out of this house, you're going to get $30,000 more. She was like, oh, it's going to be $1,000, $2,000. I'm like, but you'll get $30,000 more.
Yeah.
So.
And this is where having a great agent helps you figure out, is it worth it? Do I just want to get rid of it? Or is it worth it to do some of these things to increase the buyer pool?
And some of it wasn't worth it to them.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want to put in flooring. I don't want to do all those things. And it's hard from our perspective as people who are in this every day, because it's oh, but it won't be that much. But it's to some people, depending on your situation, and this was a very hard situation, it's no, that's too much. This is what I'm willing to do. But if we're talking about strategy and a house that's pretty dialed in and ready to go, yes, cleaning, staging, that stuff goes so far. And I don't think some people don't know right away how much of an impact that has, because the romanticizing the buyer and the emotional appeal of a house is huge. And I think under undervalued.
Well, and I mean, buyers now have had, what, 10, 15 years of HGTV. They have been conditioned to expect a certain experience when they look at your house online and they see those photos and when they walk in the door.
And it's fun to put on the different hats because when I walk into those homes, it's like, woo, they have like the perfect temperature, there's music, the lights are on and all the doors are open, so I'm not like going up to doors being like, oh, hello, is there somebody in there? Which happens. When I'm with buyers, I'm like, hey, I know this is awesome.
Just stay calm.
Stay calm. Like, does this check the boxes? It doesn't have that third room. I know it has that really cute sofa and lighting and, but when I'm with sellers, I'm like, we gotta,
hit all the
crank
emotional.
up this heat. Yeah. So it's fun to see it from the different perspectives.
So in summary, like Tacoma, real estate market, 2020, how would you summarize? For sellers, for buyers, for agents, how do you see going into this year?
I would say healthy and competitive.
Yeah, sounds about right. Well, I'm glad that you're still a real estate agent 5 years in.
Me too.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
And if you have any questions about the Tacoma real estate market in 2020, hit us up.